Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That ball complete. It's a rookie from Oklahoma. And they get it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 25 yards that time. The 40-yard line.
Black swap. Down. Check. Ready.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. To the 36-yard line, stop there. The Dolphins at 12-4 now on the year, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them to me as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
Yeah, he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Ready.
They'll go empty backfield now on 3rd and a yard.
Here we go. Set.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all they needed. 1st down. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year, and it was the Dolphins with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep now here in Miami. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. When you talk about this Jets defense, this crew against the pass issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
They'll run out of the gun with Wright. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Wright with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
Now hard to start the drive. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A shotgun snap, Fields. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll run with Hall. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. You talk about this Miami defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
Now back to throw.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, son. 158,
Out of the gun, Fields.
And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd.
Fields now to throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
They'll get it inside the 20.
And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 47 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Yellow, 43.
2nd and 9 now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Ready?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Dolphins! Tyreek Hill, his 19th touchdown now of the season. And the Dolphins lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Kenneth Grant busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now it's Fields. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
Here we go.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. And he can't escape, and down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of momentum from the offense. Coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
And that's incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Now Fields going to run. That is caught. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Hall want to give up the middle. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5, about the 4. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go. 3:19, JetsRZ.
Fields. Under pressure now, he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Fields. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4. Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's a toss left for Achane.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Black ultra.
2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
Trail. You. Yellow. Set.
Back to throw here. Looking middle, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
60 red. 60 red. Set.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
His 4th rushing touchdown of the year, his 5th overall. And the Dolphins are able to widen their advantage.
Sanders on for the extra point. And it's 21-3. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. Taking in left side, it's Wilson.
Picking up about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Now Fields. He'll get this one complete to Atwell.
And he goes out right around the 39. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 3. Here's Fields.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
But Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Now Fields going to run.
And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
They snap it to Fields.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
On the ready. Ready. 33, yellow. Set.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't come in.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Blues, black, old, ready.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
He'll try to pick it up himself. Boy, a dangerous throw there. Fortunate for him, it'll wind up incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Let's go now. Yes, 22 needle. Ready?
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
Throwing to start the drive. Fields. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock is stopped with 18 seconds to go in the first half. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on 1 throw right there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Fields.
He'll try and do this himself.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
From the 38 now. Here's second and a yard.
Back to throw. Fields. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
Don't jump. Ready?
Here's Allen. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, here's Fields. He dumps this one off here to Hall.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Here we go, son. 58, Delta. Hey, Terry. Right.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Dolphins are going to have it here just past the 25. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Now this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. Looking to put a drive together.
They
go play action here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now second and 5.
Eagle blue. Let's go. Black 50. Green jacket.
They're going to look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Yellow, go. 52 blue, drill, smash, red. Hey, red, go pink. Hey, blue. Set, go.
They'll drop to throw.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
That's caught inside the 20. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. It's a big play there for Miami. 52 yards.
At the 17-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
33.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Wright.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
1-yard gain.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Jalen Wright
with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year.
And the Dolphins are able to stretch out their lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Jason Sanders to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something that was built on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it. And
that's into double coverage and intercepted.
And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the Jets' 48-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Hut. Red, cycle. Sit, mega. Hut.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And this is caught. Touchdown.
Jalen Waddle.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Dolphins take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Well, they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Now 3rd down and very long.
They'll look to throw here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
The punt team on now as